I think I'm going to open up. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a basic rundown of where we were up to this point. Roughly 5 years ago, an event happened that set into motion the return of the Runelords to Galarian. The Runelords were an ancient sorcerer emperors of the Thessalonians. Um, I'm reading the wrong thing. Yeah, no, okay. Here we go. Yeah. I am definitely reading the wrong thing. The Rune Lords were ancient sorcerer emperors of the Thessalonians. Um, you guys ended up in Sandpoint, um, all at the same time for the Swallowtail Festival. When some shit got kicked off, and you guys got caught up in what really seemed like a those guys kind of problem. But you jumped in anyways, being the nice folks that you were. Um, you were recruited by the sheriff to help to help investigate how the goblins got into town, which managed to put you on the trail of Pseudo Kaijitsu, who blackmailed his father into opening the gates and allowing several goblins to enter through the basement. Um, you learned that he was coming to get the help of a quasit named Illyrium, who lived in the catacombs of Wrath under the Old Light in Sandpoint. He didn't know that she was already involved. Um, da, 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 You guys, after locking up Pseudo, you went into the Catacombs of Wrath and confronted Illyrium yourself. You didn't give her any time to speak or try to question her whatsoever. You just all kind of attacked, and that was it. You found some writings of Illyrium's in the catacombs that you were able to interpret recently because Cordova, has learned Abyssal. You found out Illyrium was trapped in the catacombs for 10,000 years, and ever since the tower was destroyed during Earthfall, she made mentions of her master, known as the Scribbler. Illyrium corrupted the minds of many people in town and used the shrine of Lamashtu, as well as her witch powers to influence the dreams of Nawalia, who grew up, ostracized in the town. Everybody had either problems with her or they worshipped her, and she never got to be a real person. Uh, anyways, y'all, learned this again through Illyrium's notes. She trained Nawalia. She was planning on using a raid that she, convinced Nawalia to plan to reactivate her own rune well and, give herself more power so she'd kind of take over the town. You guys, of course, tracked Nawalia to Thistletop. You took her out. You managed to go and finally unlock the Malfeshnakor's cage and defeat him. He was a 10,000-year-old beast that was kidnapped by the evil Emperor Kurzug. Karzug. Yeah, that's it. Karzug. Who, I'm pretty sure y'all found this out. I'm not sure if you actually did, but you'll find out through your studying, once you're back in town anyways, that Thistletop is the remains of one of Karzug's sentinel statues that collapsed during Earthfall. The Thistletop goblin, home is built on top of it and in the top level. And Nawalia and the Malfeshnakor were, like right in what was actually the first level of the statue. The island of Thistletop slightly resembles a face, and that's why it was Karzug's head. Blah blah. Y'all have made your way back to town. Cordova was, summoned immediately upon returning to town. to go talk to Madame Niska Vashti, who told him that she believes it is paramount that Musashi be revived. She's already sent word to an old friend of hers for requesting help, and she's awaiting her reply. While he's inside, Jesus Christ, the rest of you guys are standing around, kind of still worn out, sweating. Argus, of course, you're heartbroken. Your beloved pet has just, your companion is gone. Nobody's really saying anything. You're all kind of leaning on the horses, and slowly, as you notice a few people start to wander up. You look up and you see 1, 2, 4, 7, 13, 19, 67, 149 people. Just a crowd is gathering around you, and they just stare at you for a long time. Of what it's got to be a crowd of 400 or 500 people by now. Everyone's silent. You staring back at them. No one saying anything. And then one guy, kind of dirty, peasant-looking dude, like stumbles forward out of the pile. I mean, out of the crowd, and moves towards your treasure. Anybody say anything? Yeah. As y'all just kind of watch, he reaches straight into his own pockets and throws a couple of coins, onto your pile. I imagine Cordova, Krandak, you probably reach up and start to say something to him, but before you can, the whole rest of the crowd starts to surge a little bit. People erupt into applause and rush to throw coins into your treasure hoard. Some people approach you and press, gold coins straight into your hands and shake your hand and thank you. Children come and hug your legs and pet your horses. A few climb on top of that giant, gold and brass helmet. You see one kid pick up a flaming kukri and start to swing it around towards his friends. You recognize some faces in the crowd. If there's anybody that you want to, talk to specifically, Das Korvat, the armorer. Mayor Devrin is there applauding you.
Cordova's not here for this?
I'd say you're in. You can be coming out of the chapel about now, but yeah, this started while you were inside.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you'd be coming out to just a crowd of people, surrounding the rest of the group, cheering and throwing money into your pile. Go ahead. I'll, by the way, add about I'd say about 1,000 gold to your total from that. Your total from the hall.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say.
Yeah.
Except, whoa, kids, put down the swords. Knock that off.
He starts running off, like waving and laughing. Ah.
Cordova will walk by and grab that from them and go back into the party. So yeah, I guess people are really excited about what we've accomplished then.
Yeah, people are super excited. They love you.
I'll look around and go, how did they find out we did what we just did?
I'd say word travels fast. You guys did come back to town, yesterday. Yeah, and then now you're coming back today.
We did have everyone help us haul the loot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The sheriff was like, we got to go send men out to help them drag back their treasure. Everyone be ready to congratulate them.
And give them more treasure. Okay. Yeah.
So, anything we want to tell the people? Because I want to go see my wife and kids. I don't know about you. You all want to have a drink and relax. I'm a bit beat.
Yeah, Cthulhu's not super enthused by people, and The whole time he just has his arms crossed. Not like we did the best that we could have done. We lost a member and stuff.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all falls on a solemn moment because we are down 2 people, 2 party members.
Yep.
So as Cordova is coming out there, he's going to be thanking anybody who's throwing money into this pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell him thanks. You don't need to.
You know, I'll be taking their hands. You know, thank you. You know, just going through the crowd.
Yeah. They're all crowded around you and kind of slowing you down, but they'll part and let you go anywhere y'all want to go. If y'all don't want to congregate in town, in the center of town anymore, y'all want to move off to Rusty Dragon, go see Ben Vender. Anything y'all want to do tonight before y'all calm down, go to bed? Or do y'all just want to go straight back to the Rusty Dragon, chill out, and call it a day?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm down to sit and have a drink and pour one out for the homies, so to speak.
You've been most helpful, Krandak. I believe that we need to secure the assets that we've recovered as best as we can, and the man to do that would be Vin Vender. And once we have all of this stuff put away, then we can decide what to do next. I know this doesn't involve you, Krandak, as much as everyone else, but I've got some information from Madam Vashti. Is that right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Vashti.
Vashti.
Yes. What'd
That
you
we
guys
should
learn?
probably discuss, maybe around a drink.
All right, so you guys want me to go give Vin Vender, or you want me to chill here with the loot? Because I don't know about you all, but I think some people are going to try and swipe it from us.
The people who are willingly throwing you treasures, like, I don't know, they might try to steal it.
I don't know, that blacksmith over there is eyeing that helmet over there, so
I did notice
Yeah.
someone who looked a bit like a pirate in the crowd, so maybe we should secure the assets as best as we can.
That's true.
So I'm gonna go off and find Vin Vender because we need Krandak to guard it, and Cthulhu doesn't really have a good history with the man. It's just to
Yeah.
ask him to come get our stuff.
Casey's got stuff he wants, but his mic's not working. Try hanging up and joining the call again, Casey. Like, close out Skype entirely and reboot it.
Or yeah, he could jump on Skype on the phone too. I mean, that's the thing too. If the mic would work with the phone instead of the PC.
That's
Yeah.
true. Let me make sure that he's not like muted in the call or something.
I don't think so. We'd have to mute him individually.
That's true.
He's got a little thing next to his name there. He's good.
Yeah, he's fine.
I want to see what he's got to say about this moment before we move on here.
Yeah, he's sitting there screaming like.
Oh, Jeremy, I got a bunch of stuff in my inventory, like in my inventory sheet that I'm going to need the price on because I'm going to want to sell it. I've got a number of
look up
scrolls and
prices.
wands that I really can't use for anything because they're not on my spell
okay.
list.
That'll be something that we'll have to figure out. Scrolls and wands both follow a very specific pricing guide. So we'll have to see.
And I'm not going to waste time trying to cast any of this stuff in combat because I'm just going to fail on it, man. It's you got to roll high to get this stuff to work.
Yeah. Let's see.
And I know some of these have worked in the past, but I don't think we were doing it quite right. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, all this stuff in bold, I'm going to want to part with at some point.
Let's see. Level, caster's level, times 25 gold pieces. So 5 times 25. 250. Spell times the creator's caster level. Oh, so the creator's caster would be 5 times 10 would be 50 times 25 for that thing that I accidentally gave you way before I understood how this thing worked.
Well, you can do what you need to do. Take it away if you need to, man. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just can't use this in combat. I'm not a sorcerer.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a value on it. Casey, are you back yet? No. Nope, still no Casey?
No, he's not in the call. He might be trying to change it up.
Maybe.
Hey man, what did this
Not here. We should all divide up his stuff.
what What did this Sea Lord wine do? I'm carrying a Sea Lord wine for a while now, and I don't know what it does.
I don't see it.
I'll Google it. Pathfinder Sea Lord wine.
Oh, I see it now. I don't know.
Okay, I'm bringing it up. It's probably just wine. If so, I'm gonna get that out of my inventory. It doesn't do anything. It's just a sweet tart flavor valued by nobles in many lands. I don't remember where I picked it up, man, but I got some wine.
Yeah, me either.
Nice.
You guys should
There you
drink
go.
it up.
We can pop it open and celebrate.
So where y'all going, by the way? Give me an idea of what kind of map I should drop y'all onto.
Well, we're gonna obviously we want to get Vin Vendor, whatever case he's trying to do. We want to get Vin Vendor to secure this stuff in the warehouse or somewhere where he's got, get him down with this, and then we're gonna go back to Amako with the Red Dragon, right?
Yep. Place to
Okay.
chat, have a drink, settle down, figure out what the hell is going on.
Cool. I actually already talked to Casey about this earlier, so he kind of knows. Yeah, y'all go and y'all meet up with Ben Vendor, and he looks at all your stuff kind of wide-eyed, and he's like, "All right, well, I can help you. I can unload it, but it's going to take some time. Sorry, I'm eating food."
We're willing to wait for the time. It's a matter of life and death.
He's like, "Yeah, this amount of oh God, what's the damn word? Merchandise. This amount of merchandise, it might take me about 2 weeks to unload it all, but I can, we split the profits 50-50, and you got yourself a deal.
50-50, you say?
Yeah. 50-50.
Is that standard?
What?
Standard is
What?
I take 75% and you get 25. 50-50 is the Friends and Heroes price.
What? How many heroes come through this shop? Obviously, Cthulhu's not saying this, but seriously.
I mean, all right. So, try selling it without the merchants cooperating with you.
Hey, Jeremy, is 50% is normally what we would get for selling this stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that's standard price.
Standard in the game. You get 50% value of whatever you loot.
Yeah,
Of course, all your gold is yours. All your coins are yours.
Right, I'll split that up later. I don't know if Casey's joining us, man. He says the kids are asleep. Now I can't join Skype, so I'm done if I can't fix it. Why can't he do it on the phone? I don't understand, man. Casey always something.
I like how many typos I had there.
I said, can you get on the phone? He said, kids are asleep. What does that have to do with it? Just put the phone in the room and fucking get on the phone.
All right. So yeah, Ben Bender. Yeah, he. Let's see. What have y'all got here? Did you do a? Where is the inventory? There it is. Did you add it all up?
The value in gold pieces up there on the top left. All this other stuff that we found needs to be added over to that.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. So all the random stuff y'all have, masterwork, horse choppers, dog slicers.
Is that what you did over here on the right? Is that what all that information is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All this stuff. How many y'all have of it, and what's the gold value of it, and what's the weight of it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did that.
Wait. Look at where I'm pointing with my pointer.
Oh,
is that the thing you're talking about? This over here?
I put these in. And
Why?
Why did I put how many coins you've got?
Okay, that's for the coins and stuff then.
Yes. That's
Okay.
how many, yeah.
Because over here, if you just add stuff to the list over here, it'll add it up for you.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you're aware.
Yeah, but I need to have it in two different places. All right, so all this stuff over here in this left-hand column, the horse choppers, the short swords, 360 arrows, that's all the stuff that y'all are selling to Ben Vendor.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all will end up with a total of 2,700. Excuse me, and 38 gold total for y'all to split
Okay.
amongst the four of you.
And what about all this other stuff over here?
All this other stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have to figure out how much all that, the coins and the precious gems add up to together, and split that up. But the rest of it, the magical ivory candles, ring of force shield, silver coffer.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, it's I assume that you didn't want to sell that to Vin Vendor. That's why I was that's what I was saying when I said, figure out what you want to sell to Vin Vendor and what you want to sell to the other guy, and make them into two separate columns.
Okay, then we're going to sit here and discuss what y'all want.
Yes.
But I'm the only one on the page, me and you.
I'm coming.
I never have that link open. I always forget it.
Why are the kids asleep have anything to do with you being able to use a phone?
He doesn't want it to be loud. Would be my guess.
It would be any louder than a computer. The headset won't work on my phone, it says. Oh, so he'd have to be like speakerphone on his phone. I'm just going to put, okay.
You can hear it, dude.
You can't hear me. It says not on this call.
Oh.
He'll hear this if he listens back, but if my YouTube analytics mean anything, none of you listen to this stuff, so.
Yeah. I usually listen through Skype. Dang it.
Do you want to try to drop this call, Jeremy, and join him on a call? If I drop, I'm going to lose the whole recording.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Let's drop this call
work
and
with
try
him
to...
while I get Ben and Josh, and we'll look at this stuff right here.
Yeah. All right.
Are we under the bag of holding or the unclaimed? Oh,
We are under unclaimed at the moment. There's nothing in the bags of holding right now because we're just trying to sort out what we have over here. So we got 256. Okay, let's see. This right here. Copy. Paste.
Yes.
All right, so we have, I don't know, we got a lot of stuff in here, man. Some of it could be good stuff that you guys could use. I don't know what your builds are, what you're trying to do with it. I'm just trying to add everything over on the left column that we don't need. That'll be the stuff that we end up selling.
So 2 of the 4 have bow and arrows. So do you think only keep 100 arrows, give us 50 apiece?
I would say 20 is all you really need. Because we're picking up arrows as we move along.
Okay, so we could really sell all of them because, to be honest, I haven't really been keeping up with my arrows.
Well, unless you break something, we're assuming that we just pick them up after the battles.
Okay, so we might as well just go ahead and sell.
Oh no, yeah, everything that's over. You can see my little blue icon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everything in that column, we've already decided we're selling everything over here.
Okay.
So what we're looking at is under where it says community bottle cap up at the top. Everything under there is kind of what we're dealing with, and then everything on the right of that is money that we've picked up, gold coins and stuff like that.
So didn't Casey want the breastplate, or you wanted the breastplate or something?
I have a good breastplate myself. I'm not worried about that one.
Well, didn't he want it because it was leather or something?
I don't know. Well, if there's questions about that breastplate, we'll leave it there for now. We got
You have
2
of that longbow already?
I don't know.
Masterwork?
Who needs it?
Let me pull up my sheets. Well, here's the bigger question. If we're not going to have me / Crandag continue on, then kind of what's the point of him grabbing up some of this stuff if he really doesn't need it?
That's true, but anything you do pick up, we can just move to Masashi later. It's not a big deal. And what you've got right now is a composite longbow +2, which is probably better than a masterwork longbow. No, it's a masterwork composite longbow, and you have a longbow +2. I don't know. Question.
Can you all hear me?
I
hear you.
There you go.
Welcome back, Casey.
Yeah.
No, I just have a masterwork longbow, so would that one be better?
Masterwork composite longbow? I don't know.
What is it?
I mostly deal in spells, so I'm not sure. We're looking through the spreadsheet, the inventory, to try to figure out what we want and what we don't want out of this one column here.
Okay.
And we're looking at Cthulhu's. What do you got?
A masterwork longbow.
He's got a masterwork longbow. We have a masterwork composite longbow. Which one would be better?
Composite's better. Composite has a better range, and you get to use a strength mod on it, I believe.
Cool.
Okay, so then we'll throw Cthulhu. You throw your masterwork longbow over in the pile, and
Yep.
take a masterwork composite.
Then that would probably be better than my +2 longbow, wouldn't it? No.
Your +2
Oh.
longbow is going to be better.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's
never
that
mind.
+2 on the end that sells it.
Yep.
So we'll
How
throw
do you
that
have
on
a
there.
+2.
We'll get one.
Crandak.
Yeah,
so we
that's
get
what
one.
that's what Jeremy already had on him.
Okay, so then does anybody else need a masterwork composite longbow for anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, then
The
I'll
only
throw
thing-
that in the pile.
I think that would have been better than anything Musashi had. But again, like you said, we're going to transfer
Yeah.
a couple of things to him. So
If you pick it up and throw it on Grandak for now, we'll just put it on him later. The masterwork breastplate that we
That's
have
what,
on here.
oh, you got.
I
That's
thought
what you guys can hear me. What the hell happened? All right.
I thought you
Anything
took that,
you
Devin.
had before, like anything that Krandak had before, you can't take. Like, but anything you've picked
Yeah.
up, you can
Yeah.
have.
And that's what
Like,
we're talking about. We're just going to throw it on
really
Grandak
nice
until
longbow.
Musashi decides whether or not he wants to come back, and then we'll give it over to Musashi. It's not going to be a big into the world.
yeah, then throw it over on the Krandak and that, because that would be better than, because I just had a longbow.
He's not taking the gun over there, Jeremy. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I mean like the magic great axe. Like, you can't just take Krandak's magic great axe.
No,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course
no,
not.
no.
We're not going to leave the man with nothing. So, anyways, back at the top of the list, we have that masterwork breastplate. Casey, did you need that, a masterwork breastplate, for any reason?
No, I can't wear it, but that would be a big improvement for you.
I'm already wearing a breastplate. Let me see. What am I? I have a masterwork breastplate +1. That we
I
picked
think
up.
we might have put it in both places. Or no,
Uh,
maybe we picked up a masterwork breastplate and then we picked up a masterwork breastplate +1. And
Either
that's
way,
now
I've got it. I'm going to throw it in the pile, Jeremy. You make the determination whether we want to keep it or
you
not.
got it. That's fine.
Okay, and then the gold symbol of Lamashtu, I'm going to get rid of that. Nobody wants a gold symbol of
No,
Lamashtu.
we should sell that to the guy at the monastery buy it, not the monastery, the school.
I think we're just going to wait 2 weeks, and then everything else will be gone, right, Jeremy? And then we'll just call it good.
Yeah.
Just for this interest of time here. It's like, if that guy wants to buy it, Vin Vendor is going to get a hold of him.
But yeah, that guy, your more expensive stuff. Let's see.
The Sahedron rune, for one.
Yeah, your Sahedron rune, your Ring of Force shield.
Okay, so here's the thing about the Sahedron rune, and Jeremy and I talked about this earlier. What we know about the Thessalonians is that it was started with good intentions, right? They had 7. They weren't 7 sins. They were 7. What was it? What was the word I used?
All right, here I'll tell you. This is something like and y'all would probably hear this from Ilsari Gadthus or Broderick Quink. They've been studying together while y'all have been out of town. But the Sahedron rune, as y'all see it, has come to be associated with, the 7 vices, gluttony, like the 7 deadly sins, essentially. Is that me?
Not me.
No. Okay.
I mean,
But essentially, like it wasn't intended that way.
Yeah.
When Thassalon was first founded by the first emperor Zen, he was a follower of a goddess named Lilisa, and that 7-pointed star was her holy symbol, and he took that to as his own representation for the 7 rules of virtue, or 7 virtues of rule: charity, generosity, humility, kindness, love, temperance, and zeal. And when he divided his kingdom up amongst his first advisors, his first 7 advisors, wise, sorcerer, semi-emperors, they turned against him and used his symbol, his magic that he had started making with the 7 virtues of rule, against him, and corrupted it into, as y'all see it today, associated with the vices and 7 deadly sins. So and as a result, Lilisa, who was Zen's goddess, where she used to be associated with lawful good and lawful neutral worshippers, now she is associated with lawful evil. So it has also changed, the view of her in the world. So I say with the Sahedron medallion and the ring, y'all would want to make the decision as a group. Do y'all use those things against the Runelords and try to restore, what it originally meant? Maybe restore the virtue of the goddess Lilisa, or do y'all give them away to not associate yourself with that symbol whatsoever? And along those lines, where was it? The Sahedron medallion. Y'all remember what this Sahedron medallion does, right? It's +1 resistance bonus on saving throws, and once per day can grant you false life. It can also be used to give y'all gentle repose, on a body indefinitely. And Ilsari Ganthus will tell you that there is another much stronger power deep within this that he cannot identify. But the Ring of Force shield does exactly what I told you it does before. Yeah.
So, based on what we know now about the history of the Thessalonians and where this thing came from, it's not an evil rune. Yeah. So the question is, do we use it or not? And at this point, like, having dug deeper into the lore, Cordova knows this, he's more willing to keep it and wear it. So, what do you guys think?
Well, if it's not evil, then say use anything we can get.
That's a +1 resistance, you said, Jeremy?
Yes, where is it?
Saving throws? Read it one more time, and I'm going to forget everything.
+1 resistance bonus on all saving throws.
All saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be, yeah.
Well, I want it. I'm just going to throw it out there. So
Take it.
Cool.
Any resistance for you, the better.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay.
And the stronger power deeper within doesn't concern you?
I am interested in the stronger power deeper within, but if it doesn't have an effect on me now, then that's something that maybe we could tap into later. Like, I don't know, maybe this medallion is more than just sell it and move on. I mean, there might be some puzzle to this later that we needed. Cordova's, I'm no stranger to using the enemy's weapons against them.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not keen on wearing evil itself, but if this medallion could mean something that could help us, then maybe we should take advantage of it.
Which brings you around to the other conversation we were starting to have when we found out Casey couldn't speak. Using the enemy's means against them. Are y'all going to try to revive Musashi?
That's what we were going to discuss when we got to when we started drinking here.
Yeah, when y'all got to the Rusty Dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if y'all are at the Rusty Dragon, can I do what I wanted to do?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what do we do with the crowded people?
Y'all just push through them and go on about your day. They let y'all move on. They're not gonna like stalk you through the streets.
Okay. And we brought bodies back, right?
Yes, you brought back Nualia. Probably brought back Leary, and I don't know if y'all brought back the Bugbear or the Malfeshnikor. I'm sure you brought back Stompy.
Yeah, so I want something that's noticeable off of each body. Like a small item.
Okay. Yeah.
That reminds me, we still got the kittens, don't we?
Oh yeah, you do. You have the kittens.
I'll take the kitten. I'll take the kitten too.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm headed to the garrison or the sheriff's office or whatever you want to call it.
All right. If you want to head that way, do you want us to come with you?
You can if you want.
Yeah. Sure. If you got something you want to do and we're invited along, I want to be involved.
Yeah, y'all can
go along to the garrison.
But you can't stop me.
Yeah, Vin Vinder's got to check in.
Casey, I don't think anybody wants to stop you. But along the way, I would like to ask you a question, just kind of between you and me.
Okay.
Maybe out of the hearing of everybody else, and just be like, when you back there when you attacked Krandak, were you just trying to take advantage of any buffing effects you might get from the Malfeshnikor?
No, it was my first time wild shaping, and I couldn't control it. I'm going to have to work on it.
I understand. And that's it. I just wanted to know.
It was something that me and Jeremy talked about because it doesn't make sense for like me to dive into animal instincts and just be like, oh, I can attack whatever I want now.
Right.
So, can y'all see the garrison? Are y'all there?
No, I'm still at
I see it.
the bar.
Y'all get to the garrison and you see,
I can't see the
Sheriff.
garrison.
Okay, well, it's loading. But y'all get there and you see Sheriff Hemlock and a couple other guards with Stimpy Crudbucket outside of his cell. They are, standing there. He's got manacles on, but they look like they're having a discussion with him.
Argus walks over to Stimpy and dumps all the cats out. Are one of these yours?
Oh, Stinky! And he reaches for the biggest one, the one that's got tits, and he picks her up. I haven't seen you in forever, boy. Oh, I missed you so much.
All these cats are yours now.
These cats.
All these cats are yours now.
All these are yours.
How did that happen?
Stinky's
When
a girl.
one cat loves another cat very much.
And they get together, and then a bee meets a flower.
These cats are yours.
These cats are yours.
Chisudo's still alive, right?
Yes.
We have his journal and a ring and stuff.
Argus is gonna walk over to Chisudo's cage or cell and get his attention.
Yeah, he looks over at you. What do you want?
You lose, and Argus is saying this where nobody can hear it. You lose. That's all he says is you lose. Waiting for a response.
He turns back. The war's not over yet.
Yeah, but everybody that you had on your side is gone. And he takes the bugbear, like whatever you gave me for the bugbear, and drops it out of reach in the cell. You thought he could stop us. He couldn't. He's dead.
So you wiped out some stupid bugbear. Nawali is going to crush you.
Okay. What was the fighter's name?
Orin. Y'all didn't, or Oric. You
Yeah,
didn't,
no.
kill him.
Oric, you know Oric, right, Tasudo?
Yeah.
It took a
Big
mere
guy.
promise of letting him live with a little bit of gold for him to run away with his tail tucked between his legs. These are the ones that you have standing in front of us?
Yeah. What? I didn't understand what you said, so I just went with yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just telling him, like, the people that he has well on his side were weak.
Oh.
We bribed him. He ran away.
So he was always greedy. He put money before honor. It's not going to stop us from winning.
So
Break it to him, Casey.
So Argus Argus leans.
Waiting for you to
leans
drop
in
the
a
hammer
little-
on him.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Can
Argus
Crandak kind
leans
of
in
walk
a
up
little
real
bit
quick?
closer to where he can't hear him. He says, "I started this with the scales tipped towards evil. I lost a really good friend, so I decided to make you pay." And he tosses the mage's like bag of nails and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She loved you. I don't know if you noticed that, but we killed her.
I didn't. It doesn't
And
matter.
as
She
he's-
wasn't the one for me.
And then what do I have of Nalia's?
Shoot, I would say you cut off her hand. It's a good one.
Okay.
If you're into dismembering bodies, you like.
I'm not
Yeah.
into dismembering bodies, but okay, sure.
Here, on a note with that, let's just say Crandak whips out his axe and starts like rubbing the blade a little bit just before he does this.
But
maybe,
you do have, Casey.
Maybe she had a really badass belt buckle.
Maybe don't show it,
Okay.
like don't throw it to him to keep, but maybe the rune itself that she was wearing.
Yeah, you do have the
Oh
medallion.
yeah, that's cool.
Or
Okay.
y'all have the medallion.
So I put them. I'm gonna have the medallion on. You can have it back when we're done, Cordova.
Yeah. You just want to. Yeah, I got you.
And I pull it out and place it on. The scales are almost even.
And he just Like his jaw drops, and you see, the
And,
blood.
Argus just looks at him and says, "Y'all took something of mine. Now it's time to finish." And Argus turns his back and starts muttering and moving his hands. And out of nowhere, 3 snakes are in his room.
Oh, 3 snakes.
Yep.
All right. All right.
Roll for initiative and kill yourself.
I guess I do have to fight myself
I'll
with
be right
snakes
back while you
now.
do that. Hold on.
All right. What are the stats of these snakes?
You don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Damn it. Here we go. Some snakes appear. Snaky snake. And then another. I don't have another. There we go. 3 snakes. Snaky snakes. So he backs up and makes a fist. He's a fighter. He can do this.
I'm gonna have Krandak step back and say, "Oh man, cold-blooded."
So Argus is just staring there. And the snakes don't move unless I command them. So like anytime he twitches towards them, they strike, but they don't actually hit him.
Yeah, he's gonna swing at one, I think. An armed strike. 10 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah, he misses. Goddamn deaky snakes. Yeah. You gonna do anything?
And then Argus looks at him and says, "It's your turn."
All right.
And then Argus gets really close since he's backed away from the cage. And he says, "But we'll let nature settle its course." And he dismisses the snakes. "Just remember, I could have killed you." And he walks away.
So yeah, the snakes. But yeah, he slumps down to his knees. Yeah. Heartbroken.
When you turn around, you see Cordova in the corner, who really wasn't part of any of this, and he puts a ring on, and this wall of force shield appears in front of him, and he's a little bit shocked by it, and he's very slapstick in the corner right now.
Argus gives you the necklace back.
All right, to take that and put it on. Does it? Do you guys want this force shield ring? We have this.
Yeah, it came from. Oh wait, I forgot to show him the Malfashnikor head too.
Sheriff is.
I showed him.
I'll take that.
I showed him the Malfashnikor head too.
I could see the sheriff really liking that.
Oh God, what's that beast?
Oh yeah, that's what we've been playing with all the other day.
Yeah, nobody would recognize that for what it is. You just whipped out some monster.
You know who would really appreciate a monster head? Musashi's former boss.
That's true.
Yeah,
would.
I think that'd be a good honor to give him what was to be believed as a god.
I'm gonna throw this wall of force ring on and just keep that because that's cool.
Yeah. Ring of force.
Argus wants to go and bury Stompy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Up. Fine. Yeah. There we go. We're up. All right. So yeah. Argus can go on and bury Stompy. Do y'all head on to the Rusty Dragon?
I'm gonna go with Argus.
Okay, you can go on with Argus. I don't have a map for burying Stompy.
No, that's fine.
You mean you didn't prepare a map for the burial? Ugh.
Hey, who made your necklace? Didn't you have a necklace made?
Who, me?
Here, did you make a necklace or did you have a necklace made?
No, I had a necklace that was I worked with Amiko.
Okay.
Amiko helped him. Yeah.
And it's a small crafted necklace with different religious holy symbols on it.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna do a necklace too with something.
Okay.
Babies are upset.
Yeah. She was trying to get into stuff on my desk, and I was trying to talk. Now she's in the bathtub. All right, so yeah, y'all are gonna go. Y'all go and yeah, I imagine Musashi probably. I mean, not Musashi. Argus probably walks a little ways out of town. Back towards that bubbling glade that he found. Yeah. in the second or third session where he meditated that first time. Unless he does not feel like that is an appropriate place to bury.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand in the back and sing a song.
All right.
Argus says a little bit. It's Dust in the Wind, guys.
Yeah.
Dust
in the wind.
That was his favorite song.
You think it's for the ceremony, but in reality, it was for his favorite song. Do you want me to say a few words?
Man, wait, Stumpy's just chilling at the bar.
Yeah. Oh, y'all are in the bar again? Damn it. I thought I left
Yeah.
you in the thing.
No, I'm in the bar.
Okay. Where's Stompy? I see Argus.
No, I said Stumpy.
Stumpy the horse.
Oh yeah, Stumpy. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So do your burial thing. I didn't prepare anything for this. This is all on you, Casey.
No, we're good. I'm done. We just buried him.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Like, don't want
Nice
to
and
take
simple.
up like all night.
Okay.
I've already
So
taken up enough time.
you go and you bury him. Y'all head back to the Rusty Dragon. Y'all gonna have any discussions? Then you put Krandak in the room.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
Did Cordova
probably-
already tell us what they wanted him for?
No, I haven't. That's what we're getting to.
Oh, okay.
And if Krandak has joined us here, I'm going to put this bottle of Sea Lord wine that I have on the table here to be opened up. Hopefully Amiko is around.
Yeah, sure. Amiko can get that for you.
This is bottle service. She needs to do it. It's her job. Anyway,
Since when did we become such assholes?
Since
He
always.
just don't care.
since I had too much to drink before the game. Yeah, so Cordova's like, I spoke with the priest woman, the fortune teller. Spoke with the fortune teller that we had met. And I was there with Argus and Cthulhu at the time, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys know her. She's the one that had the apple pie that was so delicious. Also, she told us our fates.
Oh,
If
you
you
were just
remember.
there with Cthulhu.
Oh, with Cthulhu. That's right. It was Cthulhu. Yeah, Cthulhu, you remember her.
Yeah, I remember. She was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
She was all right with that apple pie. Well, she showed me something interesting. I don't know how to put it. She read my cards again. Well, she read the cards again, and it turns out that it seems Musashi has a bigger role to play in this story than any of us had realized, and it was in her best belief that we should try to resurrect him.
You can resurrect someone?
Certainly can. She has. I told her I thought it was a good idea, and she has someone on the way here, but it's not a decision that I can make alone. It's not going to be cheap. And that's where all of this treasure comes in. That's why I wanted it protected. I
When
didn't
you
know
say cheap, how cheap?
she didn't specify, but you're looking at 10,000 gold at least for a resurrection. And that's only because it requires a diamond to do it.
What all did we scavenge up?
Well, by
But
Vin
she's
Vinder's
more-
own estimates, we're looking at over 12,000 gold that we scavenged up. Could be 6,000 that we have on hand, plus what we can add into it, plus the 1,000 or so in donations that we got. We might be able to scrape it together.
Well, he was your guys' comrades. You know, I only knew him a little bit, but that's up for y'all. I'd like a little bit of coin from me and my family, but
Of course.
I don't know
you've done
about the
some-
rest of you.
You've done
By
such
the way,
good work for us. We wouldn't let you leave empty-handed.
I didn't want to influence your decision in the week, but I'll go ahead and let you know now. Musashi can absolutely decide not to go back.
You can.
Krandak
Yes.
can absolutely decide to not kick in money, and Musashi still come back. Like there's however you want to play those two characters is absolutely fine. You can be the asshole that like decide Krandak pushes for it, and then Musashi doesn't want to come back. I'm fine with it.
I think it's a roundtable discussion, and I'll say from my perspective, from Cordova's perspective, this is my fault. He came along because of me. He promised himself to this cause because of me, and I am 100% in on attempting a resurrection, whether or not he chooses to return.
Okay.
But if any of you are not on board with that, I understand, and I'll do what I need to do to find the money elsewhere. But it's really up to you.
Do we get the drinks board?
Yeah, we're drinking the Sea Lord wine right now.
Argus just spinning his cup. You know how you do when you're thinking? When you're zoned out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Argus, you're in touch with nature far more than any of us. I don't know that Musashi would return.
Cthulhu would say I wouldn't.
Resurrection. I've heard of this being possible, but it breaks all the rules and the laws that I stand by. I've already broken enough in the temple.
The Thana Corwin is just like sweeping and like listening in on your conversation.
Get out of here, old lady.
I noticed that, and I'd give her that, like, you know, when you pin the ears back on a cat or whatever, and like look at her really. You're like hurriedly sweeping around.
Just imagine Cthulhu is distracted by the broom and he's trying to paw at it. Anyway, I say like it does. I understand where you're coming from. It does break natural laws. But if you had seen what I'd seen with the cards and the reading, you might think differently. If this was something that shouldn't have happened, if the gods had made a mistake and the universe were trying to right itself, is that not something we should at least try?
I guess my question for you guys is, what kind of a man was this, and would he even want to be back?
Musashi was a man who sought redemption for a life following soldiers' orders. That's what I had gathered from him. I knew him for a short time, just as much as any of you.
Argus says he's a short, angry little elf. I mean, dwarf.
You're not wrong.
Fair enough.
But he was good. He was good in a battle. He would be of great use in the fights ahead. Just the bending of natural laws. And Argus looks at Cordova. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how much do you trust that lady? Gave us our pictures, because mine was a bit skewed. Where I don't want to scare you guys, but I killed you.
What?
I was happy for it.
Oh, that was your vision from the Malfeshnakor.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Scratch that.
Your card reading was more ominous, you know, like you gaining power and being meant for a higher destiny kind of thing.
I'm just saying that we can't just throw all our chips in one basket on one. I'm along with the group, but I just want us to be sure, and I want us to take everyone's opinions into consideration. I think that Argus is correct when saying that people aren't just resurrected every day.
Argus looks over at Cordova. You know you're not the only one that's held responsible for that battle. I've cost the lives of two things that we've known, Musashi and Stompy. I understand the guilt that you hold, and to help you relieve that guilt, I will give you whatever you need for the resurrection.
You're a good friend, Argus. And believe me, I have tampered with the unnatural laws myself. I didn't come here through natural means, as you know. But I feel, as I've said, if we can use this power to our advantage, and I wouldn't be calling for Musashi's resurrection had it not been for what I had saw in the cards.
Just know that a resurrection doesn't always mean the person comes back as they are.
Now, question for you crazy folk. Is he going to come back as a demon and wreak havoc and destroy everything? Because I'm not putting my family through that.
There's a chance. When you resurrect somebody, you don't know what you're coming back with. You can come back with the same person, or you can come back with something completely different.
I understand your concern, Krandak. We could certainly attempt this elsewhere, away from Sandpoint, if that's what we need to do. We don't know the man who's going to resurrect him in the first place. This could be something. This is magic I've not seen, and maybe finding out more, we can make a decision of where to go from there.
I would say figure that out, because I'd rather not have spent all this time saving the city and friends and family to have you guys, destroy the town.
Well, I can assure you that if we are successful and Musashi does return, Sandpoint's going to be very well protected.
And you'll be free from service.
Absolutely.
Free for service? I'm free
He's
for
free
service
for
right now.
Not if we go back to the sheriff.
Oh, you dirty little bastards. I tell
Blackmail him.
Just grabs the wine and starts chugging from the bottle.
Argus snatches it out your hands and starts chugging. That was what I was going to do before you said that.
Let's see.
So we're all on board then.
Yep.
Find out more about what this resurrection entails, and move forward from there.
All right. So, yeah, I'd say y'all, y'all have a nice, like, kind of chilled out night as much as you can. Drink the rest of your wine, fall asleep.
Wait, before I go to bed, I'm going to talk to Amiko.
Okay. Amiko is busying herself around the bar, taking care of other patrons. Yeah.
Does she does she have a minute, like, where she's by herself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You probably catch her, as she's passing behind the bar, heading towards the kitchen. Or
Hey, before you go talk to her, just seeing what you're planning on doing here, Cordova has Suto's papers, the papers and stuff that he kept. That's her brother.
Yeah, I was going to give her the journal.
This journal, his papers, whatever.
Yeah.
If we've learned what we can from it, he's gonna, give that over to you if you want to talk to her about it.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to her, but I'm also going to ask her for a favor.
Okay.
But yeah,
You
that's
got
cool.
him. I'm gonna take him off our list. Jeremy, there's nothing else to learn from that stuff, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, then we're gonna call that off the list.
Okay. Argus goes over to Amiko and asks her to have a seat over at a different table. Go to this table.
Yeah, she'll follow you.
And this old lady can go over here.
What can I help you with?
We found some things of your brother we would like to give you. First, all of this, some of it has well laid out plans and small talks and different things that he wrote down. But we feel like it's important for you to have it. And I give her the journal and the paper.
Okay.
She what?
She takes it and she kind of looks at it. You give her all the little bits and her that you took from.
Is any of it positive?
Not really.
Okay. So
like maybe like her brother's pearl earring, is just a symbol that she can maybe attach onto that doesn't have any positive or negative.
So like as I'm handing the journal and the paper over, I advise her not to read it, for it's a different side of her brother that she didn't know. And to relish in the memories that she has, because he's not the same.
My view of my brother was changed the day that he took me. And so I think I would like to know the type of man that he became.
Okay.
But your advice is much appreciated, and your counsel will be considered. And she stands up and clutches the journal to her chest.
And I tell her to wait. I motion for her to sit back down or something.
Yeah. Yes.
You made a necklace for my friend Cordova.
Yes. I believe.
And I pull out Stumpy's scale that I cut off.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you could do the same with this, and I push it over to her.
Absolutely, I can.
And then I also hand her a different holly, and I can't remember, but the religious symbol for druids, and ask her to combine them somehow.
Okay. All right.
It's like holly and mistletoe or something like that.
Yeah. Scroll comprehend language. She says, yes, I believe I can do something with this. These may take some time, a few days for me to put together. Is that all right?
He nods his head and walks away, and just says thank you.
Of course, of course. There we go. Adding values of stuff.
Yeah, I'm just going through the list.
Yeah, I was doing spells. I mean scrolls.
I'm adding 300 to the masterwork stuff. That's right?
Yeah, that's right. All right. So yeah, y'all go. You get some sleep. The next morning, you wake up. You get told by the gnomish fellow that walks through town, Frank Exposition, that Madame Vishti would like to speak with you. You go and I guess whoever wants to go. I'm assuming Argus and Cordova at least.
You guys have to try
probably
her pie.
everybody. Yeah.
After what?
You have to try her pie.
Yeah. You'll all get there, and she's got fresh pie out in her garden. I don't have a map for this. And you see a odd looking gray raven flying around. It perches on her shoulder, and she reaches up and whispers something to it, and it whispers back to her, and it shrinks down and turns into a little toy that she can hold, about the size of a silver dollar, a little raven figurine that she holds in her hand. And she says, I received my message early this morning. My dear friend says that she is unable to make the trek herself. It is too far, and she has grown too old. However, she has a granddaughter in Magnamar, whom she has requested to come to us. She warns the materials are not easy to come by. The specific spells she asks require $7,000 worth of finely ground diamond powder that is unfortunately consumed with the spell, and so she cannot provide it herself. Will that be of any issue?
I'm gonna look to you guys, but I don't think so.
Well,
just so you know, we have
that. She says that her god demands that the scales of life and death be balanced. She would require the heart of a great, powerful beast. Abadar kind of demands a soul for a soul kind of thing. If y'all can provide this sacrifice as well, it should be no challenge to perform the ceremony.
I feel like we're going on a boar hunt.
It's a good call.
I feel like that boar hunt is coming up. I'm gonna have to talk to my friend Foxglove, Alder and Foxglove, about that one.
Yeah. All right. But and she looks to you, Argus. And she has some tears collecting in her eyes, and she says, I heard that you lost quite an important companion.
I did. My best friend.
Nothing can ever replace those that we love in life. But we must always look to try and build new bonds to make the passing easier. And she reaches out with her two hands, and she holds this this figurine out for you, and it's this finely crafted intricately carved silver raven. And she says, this creature has been in my family for many generations, and has guided me through the last 60 years or so of my life. And I would like for her to help you as well. And she hands it out to you. And it is a silver raven figurine. Yeah, that's...
Okay. Argus grabs, like takes it in both hands and stares at it. And then he pushes his hands back towards her. No, thank you. My God will supply me with a new friend if I so request it. But right now I don't see this, and you keep your guide. It has been in your family.
Oh wow. She she closes her hands back around it and says, I hope you will reconsider in the future. These things are quite good. I'm surprised you turned it down.
I'll take it.
Let's see. The silver figurine turns into a raven on command. It retains its metallic consistency and gives it a hardness of 10. Another command sends it off in the air.
I know exactly what
message.
it is.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, she she closes her hands around it and hopes that you'll reconsider in the future, but she understands. Hey. So as y'all go off, you are, within about a block of Madame Mbashti's house.
Hey, I sent you something.
You're approached by two different people. One huge, like 7.5 foot tall human male comes to you and tells you very discreetly, you have been cordially invited for one free drink at the Fat Man's Feed Bag. The boss would like it very much if you would oblige. And he walks off. And one of the guards in town tells Krandak of a new bounty that Sheriff Hemlock has. If he wants to look into it.
Yeah.
So y'all have two options, and y'all can explore them both and make your decision after you get details. But which do y'all want to do, and where do y'all want to go?
Krandak, is this something that you typically handle as a guardsman?
It all depends on who's available and whatnot, but yeah, from time to time we got to deal with the ruffians.
It's something you would need assistance with?
No, won't say no, but not taking part of my reward.
Do you know who just came up to us, Krandak? And do you know this place he's talking about?
It was the guy that came up to you?
Yeah.
I would say Cthulhu could probably recognize him better than anybody else.
Okay.
Cthulhu, during his his time around town after the initial raid, spent a little bit of time in the Fat Man's Feed Bag, and recognizes this guy as one of the main goons, a bodyguard for Jubril Avisky, who is a mobster that runs out of the.
It sounds like an Italian. Hey Jeremy, I sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it. I did see it.
Okay.
Cthulhu's just gonna say, have no fear, but we should entertain this conversation.
Seems like a criminal to me.
Aren't we all in a bit of a way?
Aren't we all criminals? Hold on, let me close my door. Put this up.
Wait, when you say "aren't we all criminals," Cordova's thinking about how he literally stole time from the gods. But he's not going to mention that out loud.
I mean, and all of his gear that he started with.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
And my bedroll.
And the bedroll.
And the bedroll.
If you want to account for every sin he's got, yeah, okay, let's just keep going. Now he is there a particular do you think that where we're headed next, we need to find this skin sock cult? That's where this road is leading.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, while we await this healer, this resurrectionist, will either of these paths lead us to more information regarding the skin saw cult? Is there anything that either of you might know from these people that maybe you've heard this before?
I say as far as the researching a cult, your best source of information would probably be Broderick Quink and the House of Blue Stones.
Mm-hmm. But if this cult is involved in any way with like this mob might know of them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
or if we're running side quests here, metagaming wise.
Metagaming, you're running side quests.
Okay.
But I mean, non-metagaming, you have no way of knowing whether or not anybody will have information on this skin saw cult. The only thing you know about them so far is that they've helped Nualia.
Okay.
I would say in most like mob-related things, they do have privy to a lot of information that most citizens wouldn't have, though.
And this is the way that Cthulhu wants to go then. To the Fat Man's Club.
Cthulhu told us we should take the invitation just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, I am looking for people, so I'm not going to turn down any opportunity to get information from someone.
All right. So are y'all off to the feedback first? Or to the garrison?
Or does Krendak go into the garrison and then we can go to the feedback?
Well, I don't know if the feedback is going to entertain the idea of Krendak being there as a guardsman.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll probably go to the garrison to find out the information about everything going on.
Krendak, whatever you do, don't charge headlong to any fights without us. We owe you.
All right.
Well, can't guarantee, but I'll see if I find you guys around later.
Protect yourself.
We'll follow the majority of the party first, then. All right, so you guys head down to the south side of town, down towards the docks. Of all the taverns in Sandpoint, the Fat Man's Feedback is by far the most notorious. While the Rusty Dragon is known as a place that you go to for good food and a friendly place to drink, the Hagfish, where you guys went before, is more of like a rowdy, drunken celebration kind of place, and it's got Nora, the fish.
Yeah.
The Feedback is more the place you go when you want like your less than legal jobs done, or you have questionable merchandise to sell. Bar fights are common. Sheriff Hemlock, is typically down in there 2 or 3 times a week to sort them out. The majority of the clientele here are Varisian. They're scoundrels, less than reputable sailors. The tavern is owned and operated by a man named Gressel Tinewar. You will recognize him as being played by Carl Weathers. He was Apollo Creed. He was also the bounty hunter guy in Mandalorian. The Cthulhu, you're fairly familiar with Tinewar and have a passing familiarity with Jubril Visky, a human rogue played by Carrie Elwast or Dread Pirate Roberts. He typically has his drinks in the back room.
Okay. And who was that? I'm sorry.
Jubril, or Jubrayl, however you say that, Jubrayl Visky, Viski. All right.
Following your lead here, Cthulhu. I'm not used to these sort of establishments.
And then I'm just gonna go up here, right? And I'm just gonna hold up 3 clawed fingers. Like, usually my claws aren't out, but in this place, I'm just gonna have 3 clawed fingers, and I'm gonna just eye the barkeep, and hopefully he'll just put 3 things out, knowing that I've been in here before.
So Gressel, slides 3 drinks across the bar, and jerks his head towards this hallway that he's standing in front of. And this not this dude, he's just happened to be right beside you. The same huge human stops y'all as y'all start to go behind the bar, and says, "No weapons."
Has anybody listened to Androids and Aliens?
Yeah. Cthulhu is never unarmed.
Exactly.
I've got my magic. I'm okay. We rested last night. Oh yeah, and you know what? I have a returning dagger.
You just turn and throw your dagger out into the ocean. It's like, all right.
Yeah, so we'll I'm gonna unarm, disarm.
All right. Yeah, he takes your weapons from you. If anybody wants to try and get there with, like, keep something, let me know. We'll roll a sleight of hand. But otherwise, I'm going to consider you unarmed except for claws.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. Y'all make your way down the hallway.
So Argus is just following Cthulhu's lead. He's never been into a place like this.
You're gonna make your way down there.
So he would have hated Krandak being there.
So like when Cthulhu waves, Argus waves.
It was like
Cthulhu held up 3 fingers. Argus held up 3 fingers.
Argus was like, yeah, 3.
You each have a drink in each hand.
Argus leans over to Cordova. I think we're the wrong alignment.
I trust Cthulhu. I gotta tell my kids to go to bed. Hold on a second. Keep going.
Hey, are we holding up for him? Because I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Yeah, we'll hold up for a second.
Okay.
I'm here.
In case you just went to grab a drink. Same thing since he's grabbing a drink.
Krandak.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, that would have been really funny for Krandak to show up and guy be like, no weapons, and be like, I'm a guard, fuck you.
Hey, yo, we gotta address that dude who rented us the horses because we're gonna get a rebate.
Oh, yeah, completely forgot about that.
Okay, I'm back.
We gotta remember to bring that up when he gets back, dude. Or later, anyways.
Hey, real quick, ad plug.
Yeah.
We got this Primo water cooler for Christmas from Megan's aunt and uncle. This is the best freaking water ever. Okay, that's it.
Cool, man.
You're not going to tell us what it is?
It's called Primo.
Oh, Primo, okay.
I bought a new lamp today. It has an LED light in it.
Nice.
Oh, don't tell me you spent the $500 on the Dyson lamp.
It's okay, go back
No, it was like $40 on Amazon.
I won't lie, I just dropped a shitload of money. Oh, man. I got myself a new phone. Went a little too nuts.
A what now?
All right, so everybody's back?
I got myself a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus.
Oh, beautiful.
That's gonna come next
Now
week.
my S9 Plus is worthless. I'm gonna just throw it away.
Yeah, I just got the 11 Max Pro.
Oh, God, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Ow,
what do we
at
do?
it, though. It's like I super needed a phone. I wanted to get high-end that'll last me for years. But then it was like, oh, but I could have bought so many PC components.
That sounds like you.
Mm-hmm. Well, the problem is I haven't had a chance to play my VR lately because my feet have been hurting. And it's just all kinds of craziness here.
Mm.
I got to play it. I got my new game I still haven't finished.
All right. So, y'all get in there, and a lanky thug with dark black hair. You can tell it's dyed because you can see his blonde roots showing out underneath. And a handsome face that looks sculpted from clay with sharp blue eyes. Juberil looks up at you and says, "It's so kind of you heroes to grace this fine establishment with your presence."
Yeah, it's a fine establishment indeed.
I just looks around.
and says, "Don't. That's what you want."
Yeah. I'll cut straight to business then. I have a client that would like to procure a certain item here in town. And I figure what with your reputation, he looks at Cthulhu, and what I presume is you guys' skills, considering what you did with them damn goblins. You guys might be the best ones to do this job. Now, client has requested that I ask you personally. I don't know why, but they want you. Keep in mind, if you guys turn this down, I got other men that'll do the job, and I got more men that'll keep you quiet. Catch my meaning?
Cthulhu purposely doesn't say anything and just looks at the guy.
All right. A certain wealthier individual in town seems to be a collector of things.
Sorry.
And he has this one particular item that's just collecting dust, a Mr. Ephraim Valdemar. He's collected some rather interesting artifacts. And one of those is a pearlescent dolphin. An exquisite piece of craftsmanship. My client believes that it holds great power, and that this old man is ignoring that power. In addition, the late Mrs. Valdemar had quite a collection of jewels. I would like you to retrieve those as well, and I can give you a significant cut of the fence. He motions to the man behind him, who picks up a large chest and starts to come forward. He's like, now these jewels will pay for the overall job because this particular client is rather powerful. They would, I'm doing this for them as a favor. I'll still be paying you men, of course. But I would like you to consider that whether, when you decide whether or not to turn the job down. And he turns to his associate and opens up this box and pulls out a paper wrapped cylinder. It's about the size of like a roll of Ritz crackers. And he tears the end of it and sets it down on the table, and you can see the glint of several platinum coins. And he starts counting in his head, and he reaches in, he starts pulling out more rolls and stacking them on the table and reaching in and pulling out more and more. He pauses for a second and does some more calculations and keeps stacking more and more of these rolls of platinum coins on the table until they're just rolling off. And there are 20 piled there on the table in all.
How many coins are in a roll?
50.
Okay.
Here are 1,000 pieces of platinum, freshly minted and delivered from Absalom. So, of course, I'd be buying the utmost secrecy and confidence. So that would translate, by the way, to 10,000 gold.
Yeah. But it requires a theft.
Yeah.
Argus motions for everybody to kind of. Can we have 1 second out in the hall?
Okay, can we have the room?
No, you may not have the room, but you may have a moment. In fact,
can we have the room next to us?
In fact, this job needs to go down tonight. So, in fact, I will give you boys 6 hours. 6 hours to give me your decision before I put another man on the job.
That's fair. Thank you for your time.
Man,
Don't like ran. Argus is just left there looking like can I have a roll of coins?
Goes back.
You all start to walk out.
I needed a drink.
You all start to walk out as you make your way towards the door. Gressel, the Apollo Creed man, looks over at you and he says, "The agreement was 1 drink. I count 6." And of course, you have to stop and do the math in your head for a second. You're like, I thought he meant 1 drink each. Nope, he meant 1 drink. You have 6.
6. Argus asked for 3.
Damn it!
I will return the other 3. I didn't drink them.
And no returns.
No returns.
Only
So like a personal problem.
Okay, we're just gonna pay this dude for the drinks. Is that what we gotta do here?
Yeah,
Are we about to
throw
start
throw him a few silver for the drink.
Wait. Are we going to talk in the hallway or are we going to talk out in front of all these people?
He said we got 6 hours, so we just do what we want.
Okay.
Yeah, you got 6 hours. Y'all can leave the building.
Okay, we're gonna follow Cthulhu, I guess, out of the building.
Hey, is that the dude from the place?
Yeah,
That's the mercenary.
Yeah, can we go kill him?
Can we go talk to him?
mercenary.
Maybe Cthulhu could talk to him.
Yeah, I just stuck him in there as like an Easter egg.
Well, we found him, and now you have to act it out in your face.
Nope.
Hi.
You don't see me. Yes, I'm just here for a drink before I head out of town.
And then
Argus is like waving really hard.
Cthulhu says, "What are you doing with your life now that we spared you?"
I'm drinking some beer and heading down to Magnemar.
I thought our agreement was you were going to leave right away.
Paused a little too long
Yeah.
on that. You fucking
The agreement was that I would leave and that I might stop through town.
still got that nice sword of yours. And then he pulls out this is flavor, but he like Cthulhu like unsheaths a little bit of the bastard sword and then puts it back.
That is a pretty sword. I think mine's a little bit better. And he like reaches down and like flicks out his sword, and you can see it. It glows a little bit like yours does. With that little bit of magical power. But his is probably about 1.5 feet longer than yours.
Cthulhu does that weird thing where cats like their eyes dilate and the thing gets really big. He's like,
Yeah. But if you boys
Argus
don't
feeling
mind,
left out. Argus feels left out, so he shows his pearl dagger, his silver dagger. It's like, I got this.
those are very pretty. You should feel nice. Those are nice pieces. Anyways, if you boys don't mind, and he gets up, he starts making his way towards the door. I've got places to be. I've got towns to skip. I'm sure you know what it's like.
like right when he stands up, Cthulhu puts a big cat paw on his shoulder. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're not done talking to you yet.
We're done talking when I say we're done talking.
Can I just ask why are we fronting on this dude?
We have 6 hours
What's our
to
end
kill.
game here?
We have 6 hours.
I don't think we have one.
He's like,
Cordova's like, you have a nice evening, and he just leaves. Like, he just talk to this guy.
Argus is doing whatever Cthulhu's does.
okay. So
Puts his
now,
hand on him.
So he has hands on both shoulders.
Argus is doing whatever Cthulhu's doing, but he's still socially awkward. Like, you put your hand on his thigh.
Cthulhu ask him
I'm
where he's-
really glad Crandak wasn't there.
But yeah, speaking of Crandak, guys, we need to go check in on Crandak.
Yeah, we y'all should probably start heading towards the garrison.
I like tap on his thigh. Have a good day. I walk out the door.
Give him a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, good day.
Then Cthulhu gets like right here, turns around, looks at him. Then he goes,
Don't leave town.
Don't leave town.
But
Right,
leave town.
Don't not leave town.
All right.
You can go with
we should
Crandak.
be-
I want to say goodnight to these children. I'll be back.
We should be loading on the garrison now.
Yeah, we're in the garrison.
You walk into the garrison, and again, you still see Stimpy, in just manacles now, like walking around, feeding himself and living out in the open in the garrison. And the sheriff says, "Oh, Grandak, nice to see you."
Hey, what's he doing out? Are you guys letting him be now?
He's shown himself to be rather useful. He he's a little bit of a friendly kind of guy. He grows on you. We like having him around, like a mascot.
You're not mistreating him, are you?
No. Hey, Stimpy, you like it here? I don't know why I've changed his accent to be everybody else's too, but yeah. It's, oh yeah, I love it. They give me all the pickles I can eat. He just wants pickles. That's all he wants. We're like, hey,
okay,
want some
okay.
meat? And he says, no pickles. Like, would you want us to go kill a cow and give you a cow? He said, no pickles. I don't get it.
Well, that's pretty cheap then. Well, you be a good boy now.
Where are the cats?
Stimpy's happy.
I don't see the cats.
The cats are in Stimpy's cell, which the door is open. They're laying up on his bed nursing.
We should see cats.
I don't have cats. All right. So, sheriff says, there's a bit of a job that's been developing lately that at first we didn't think it was much, but it's gotten a little worse in the last couple of days, and I think you might be maybe the best man for the job. Get your friends to come go along with you.
All right. What you got?
Well, there's been a rash of robberies on the Lost Coast Road in the last few days. Well, I mean, in the last couple weeks, but they've ramped up these last few days. We've had reports of merchants and travelers coming in talking about two women who have robbed them of everything that they've had. These last couple of days, though, they seem to have been joined by a male comrade who is being a little more aggressive. We've had people come back bleeding and some unconscious. The merchants are tired of losing their stock, so they've put together a bounty, and the sheriff's department is throwing in 500 gold as well. And so there seems to be a bounty so far of 2,000 gold. Plus, you can keep whatever coins they have on them. All the merchants ask is that their merchandise be returned. You can keep coins and the raiders' gear, and take your bounty.
So, we have any kind of information besides just the one girl, group of girls, whatever?
Well, I mean, when it was just the two women, they were flagging down travelers, with the whole I'm a damsel in distress thing. They seem to be rather adept archers. While one would fake being injured, another one would shoot from a distance, and they would use they would shoot at the merchant's feet and threaten and scare people. We have people nearby, but since the male joined them, they are just coming outright and stopping people in the road. He is brandishing his sword and killing their horses and just ransacking everything they have. Before it seemed to just be pocket money. Now it's their goods and everything.
Getting more brazen, huh?
Yes.
Well, I guess it's right up my alley. I'll go talk to the other guys. Maybe they're not rushing off to the next thing.
All right. That's if you can't do it, just simply let me know. We'll get we'll put a few more guards on it. But I think you and your friends may be best suited for this. This level of danger.
Well, it sounds like they need some money anyways. So.
So metagaming, can we do both?
No.
No.
You can do one or the other.
Or
you can choose to ignore both and pay the 7,000 gold out of pocket.
Can we not split into teams of two?
Nope.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it sounds like it's...
So are you telling us that each one is getting 7,000 gold? I mean 7,000.
No. The payout that you know of so far, and the virtuous going after the bandits pays out 2,000 guaranteed. That's what you know.
Okay.
The house robbery pays out 10,000 guaranteed. You need 7,000. So your guaranteed money, virtue puts you $5,000 in the hole. Vice puts you $3,000 in the green.
Well, we got to meet back up. So
I like how quiet it got and how much you guys are having to think about this.
Well, I know what Krandak's answer is going to be is I should arrest your asses for even mentioning it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We might not want to mention this in front of Krandak.
Yeah, you'll meet back up.
Groups.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how he wants to play Krandak.
Boy Scout.
Yeah. I mean, y'all have been offered. and $10,000 is good money. $10,000 split 4 ways is $2,500 a piece, and shit, $2,500 to Krandak's family of 4 is family of 5 is a lot of money.
So before Krandak shows up, can me, Cthulhu, and Cordova have a conversation?
Sure, if that's what you like. If y'all are, I put y'all back at the Rusty Dragon, just
Gosh,
that's kind of my
don't you
default.
hate
But
that guy?
God, I hate him so much.
Yeah, I'll put y'all back there just because that's kind of default. But y'all can pretty much be anywhere in town y'all want, like walking to meet him wherever.
Okay. So I guess we're going to be walking to meet him. As we're walking out, Argus looks and says, 10,000 gold. 100
Yeah, that'll
platinum.
go a long way.
How much was the registration, Cordova?
7.
$7,000.
I was just making sure Cordova was there.
He's not there right now.
Okay.
He's saying night to the kids.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Just took him. It's been a minute.
So, my thing is, well, this is metagaming before we interact with Cordova, or not Cordova. What the hell is his name? Krandak is, depending on how much these bandits have and how many merchants they've robbed, they could have more than 10,000. And then it's on the thing of like, yeah, maybe they already laundered off the things that they sold, air quote, and we sell it to someone else.
Is this your metagaming analysis, or is this?
Yeah, this is just metagaming.
Guys. Well, metagaming, you should assume that, as in most games, doing the good thing will not have as high of a payout.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was already assuming. I played too much
Metagaming.
Elders. I played too much Elder Scrolls.
I was playing all day today.
But yeah, I mean, like if that's Cthulhu's thought process, it's like, man, these guys might have more than $7,000. Like that makes sense if that's what Cthulhu's thinking.
So
that's the only reason that I think Cthulhu would go for the thing that he's about to find out, is that I know that if I was a wayfarer, that, if I was a efficient wayfarer, then I would have a lot of stuff. And for the sheriff's office to be what seems like lowballing us to like risk our lives with 2,000 gold is kind of crap compared to the 10,000 up front from a less than reputable,
Oh wait, is
organization.
the 10,000 up front? Once we took the job, they're gonna give us 10,000.
Well, I didn't really consider it up front. I figured it more like upon delivery. But I mean, either way, like metagaming, whichever one y'all agree to, that money is guaranteed. And I do have the full pot for the other one already listed out here. Whichever one y'all agree to,
we get
that
half
money's guaranteed.
Get 5,000 now and 5,000 on delivery or whatever they want.
We could just bring back a dolphin.
Exactly.
To be like, here's a dolphin, dude. Now give us the money.
Pearlescent dolphin.
Yeah, we can make it pearlescent. We'll paint it.
Go to Los Santos Customs.
Exactly. I think we've done enough street races to unlock that.
Where's Devin?
Hey, while we're waiting on Devin, have you got the new catalog yet? Or have you started the new catalog in Red Dead? Cthulhu?
No. Is it awesome?
No, like I bought it when it first came out and I haven't played it since I got it, so it's like 100 levels.
Yeah.
And
you're talking about second, right?
Yeah.
Third.
Second. They haven't released the third one yet, have they?
No, I didn't get it because they didn't have 25 gold bars to spend on that.
Yeah.
I spent my last gold bars on my moonshine.
I'm trying to get the what is it where you go and you sell the shit?
Trader?
Yeah, trader, but it seems like I'm having problems with animal spawns.
They just, like the last patch on last Thursday, supposedly, I'm doing air quotes, fixed the animal spawns.
I killed 2 elk
So
within
what I've
1
been
hour.
is between New Hanover and Blackwater is where the buffalo, or not buffalo, bison spawn.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest payout that you can get. And if you just, get a 3-star buffalo or a 2-star, then I guess within like 6 or 7, you get at least half of your trader filled up. But my trader isn't even level 10 yet, so I still have a small trader wagon and not a medium.
Yeah.
And that'll make it where it's not the best. But like apparently if you get a large trader wagon, you can make up to $600.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've been out in the place hunting elk, and like I said, I killed 2 hours with 2 elks within 1 hour.
Oh my
And then
god.
nothing else spawned, and I was so pissed.
Were you using the herbivore bait?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was using the bait, and then like I got one of them with the bait, and then I ran around and saw another one, and then I waited for a little bit and nothing else popped, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But I did kill like 3 bears though. Like bears were popping like crazy.
Heck yeah. Are you talking about like little black bears or like you got the big ones?
The grizzly bear.
Hell yeah. That's like when I first started playing that game, that was literally the most terrifying, like screamed out loud.
Yeah, I can't get a 3-star on that no matter what.
Yeah, I can't stalk. Like, and then the cougars are just equally as scary because
they just jump out at you.
Yeah, really sad. But there's a black panther down in Saint Denis. That's like one of the online legendary animals.
Yeah, I've killed it.
Either Saint Denis or like Boulder Point or something like that, and I haven't found it, but I've been like consciously looking for it. But apparently, you can kill it and then run away from the area and then get another one.
Yeah, I've killed it. But I've been having trouble with bounty boards. Like, not all the bounty boards will let me access them for some reason.
Yeah, that's just a server glitch, I think. I maxed out Bounty Hunter first just because it was like the easiest one to do. But what I'm working on now for bounties is getting all of the legendary above 4 stars.
Oh,
nice. I only have
nice.
1 above 4-star right now.
I have 2. Yeah, I have 1 above 4-star. It was the easy one where you go to the fort.
The flame bottle guy?
No, I don't think it was the flame bottle guy. Where you go to the fort and you basically just kill everybody, get him, and run.
Where they have the Gatling gun thing on top?
Yeah. And then I learned with bounties too, like if you wait till like you have like 1 or 2 minutes left, you get more money and more experience.
Okay.
Yeah, so
worth the time. Like, you know how some of them are where you have to like search, like they give you the question mark and then you have to like follow the trail and stuff.
Yeah.
So every 7 minutes, it's like 0.25. No, not 0.25. It's like point something amount of gold. So that like compounds on your like finishing amount of gold that you get. And even if like, you know how like when you find the person, that's when like the time on the screen pops up. Apparently, when you select the bounty and you ride out to the location, there's a timer that isn't displayed that also, adds to your like total at the end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So kind of the same thing like GTA missions.
Yeah.
Like where there's like a sweet spot.
Yeah.
I did a bounty the other day, and I took the guy and I stood right outside the wagon, and I didn't realize people could break out of the extra lasso, the thicker lasso. I thought it held them longer.
Oh, the
reinforced lasso.
They can break out of that?
Yeah, they can break out of it. It takes a while, but they can break out of it. So
it's difficult for players. I didn't know that the NPCs could break out of it.
Yeah. So he broke out of it. Somehow he got a gun and started shooting me. And then he ran towards the prison wagon, and as soon as I lassoed him, it was like he fell within that little circle. And he was like, "Oh, you caught the guy." I was like,
"Oh my gosh!" Have you gotten polos yet?
No, that's my next thing to unlock.
Nice. They're really expensive. Like, I think they're like $30 a piece, and you can only hold 3 of them.
Oh, that's crazy. So they're only like a one-time use thing?
No.
Like you can only use them
It's kind of
then
like
they're gone?
heirs. So like once you
Oh, okay.
load them, you like undo it and then do it with your lasso to hog tie them, and I think it goes back into your inventory.
I did finally do the missions in Grand Theft Auto to get the revolver.
Oh,
It
nice.
sucks.
You got the stone hatchet too?
Yeah, I got the stone hatchet.
Nice. It gives you like, how the bull shark gives you like that adrenaline rush or whatever?
Yeah.
That thing after you kill like a certain amount of people does the same thing.
Yeah, I got the
That
stone
was
hatchet
Devin.
first.
You have to read
Yeah.
a bedtime story.
I got the stone hatchet when they first released it.
And then if you looked on your Red Dead under your mask, you unlocked a mask for getting that on GTA.
Okay. I'll look at it. I didn't know about the mask. But the Navy revolver is pretty crap. I don't like it. Let's put it that way.
I haven't gotten the Navy revolver. It's pretty expensive. So I'm still using dual wield Lamont revolvers, the one with like the shotgun on the bottom.
Yeah, the Lamonts are nice. I use 2 Mauser pistols right now.
I'm here. What a minute.
I haven't transferred over to pistols yet. But
Yeah, they started talking Red Dead.
good at that, and they shoot a lot faster.
Yeah, they do. They don't do as
waiting
much
for me,
damage.
were
Okay. So we're walking back talking about the money.
Oh,
right.
did you guys see how much money was in the pot?
No. Let's see.
17,500.
Oh gosh.
So we'll get half that.
And that was
So-
that's
from
cool.
what?
That's just with all the stuff that we sell. Now, I don't know what happened with Grandak.
Okay,
All right,
so
So
Go ahead.
Jeremy.
Okay, I do it. All right.
I mean, we can do it if you want us to.
Yes, y'all do it.
Okay, so Krandak is he was offered a job to go get out these thieves. They started out with 2 ladies and then a guy, hurting townspeople, stealing merchant stuff. 2,000 gold is the pot that we know for sure, but we get to keep whatever they have on them. We just got to return the merchant's wares.
Yep, merchant wants the merchandise, and they didn't really say whether or not they just wanted them caught or if they wanted them dead.
Oh, sorry, I did actually mean to say that. Sheriff Hemlock does tell you lethal force is permitted if necessary, but they would like these guys alive.
So this is a Red Dead Redemption bounty.
Yes.
Do we get more money if we catch them alive?
No.
So what we're looking at is we got 2 weeks until the resurrection artist gets here.
No.
And-
You have
and we
2 days
can't-
until the resurrection.
2
artist
days.
gets you.
2 days, but
And
2
we-
weeks till we get our money.
Yeah.
From
So-
the loot.
And
that
we can't do both of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And we can't afford the resurrection until we get all the stuff sold from Vendor, at least 7,000
Right.
worth of it. And we
So-
need to get a heart from somebody.
I would say that with the money that y'all have plus what Vin can get you immediately,
We have
y'all
enough.
could afford to pay it off outright if that's what you choose to do. If y'all choose to ignore both missions and pay it outright, you can do that.
Okay, well, from Cordova's perspective, and I only heard the gist of Krandak.
We don't know about
Yeah.
Krandax. He's gonna come back and explain it to us.
Okay.
Yeah, Grandax, and we discussed it metagaming wise. The virtuous track, you're gonna make less money. What you know right now is you make $2,000 for doing that, which would leave you 5,000 left for you to pay for the resurrection. The vice track, the robbery track, gives you 3,000 gold profit.
Yeah, I don't see Cordova taking part in a robbery.
So that's what we're gonna discuss walking to the Rusty Dragon.
Right.
So Argus looked at Joe. Well, Argus said, 100 platinum, 10,000 gold. How much was the resurrection?
1,000 platinum.
7,000 platinum.
7,000 for the resurrection, but it's not worth it if we have to harm others to do it.
Well, we're harming others, taking these people that we don't know their situation, that are these wayfarers. Into
Well, we don't know about that yet.
Oh yeah, I mean we can
Okay.
assume that y'all are all four
Where
talking over
the
this
hell
together.
is this guy?
Well, I just
Yeah, we can
assumed we were
assume that y'all are
talking
all
about
four
it
talking over this together.
because we don't know if Krandak wants to be involved in the other one. Like he's the
Oh,
law.
so we're gonna keep that. See, that's the thing. We can't keep it hush hush. If 2 out of 4 of the party. I don't know where you with Argus on this.
I mean,
2
Argus isn't gonna do it. I'm
doesn't
just gonna go
want
ahead and
to-
tell you, Argus isn't gonna do it, but he wants to have the money to bring.
Exactly. So like it's one of those at all means type of situations. Like Cthulhu is very willing to try to do this by himself, even if it puts his life at danger, just because he knows that we lost Stompy, we lost Musashi, and the fact that he could do something and he knows what type of company that we were just in. It's not that big of a gamble to him.
To be perfectly clear, we have the money to bring Musashi back now.
Yes.
So it's not a matter of do we do one of these jobs to help to bring Musashi back. It's more a matter of do we do one of these jobs in order to fund our further investigations.
True.
And if that's the case, we should be looking to do something that you said we don't know much about these people that we're supposed to bring onto this bounty. Then we bring them in alive. This is a Sandpoint security, like guard sanctioned mission.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we leave it to the people of Sandpoint. We perform the bounty. We bring them in, which wouldn't be hard for our party, I assume. And we collect the money from that and let the law deal with them as they do instead of just killing them outright.
Jeremy, let me roll a D100 to do the theft by myself and go away at night when no one's around. Come on, D100, and if it's a no, it's a no. But you know, all I'm rolling really is stealth checks. I really don't have to kill anybody. I just have to sneak into this place, get the dolphin, and get out.
I know, but the point is that y'all have to choose one or the other. That y'all can only do one. I know.
This
I
sounds a
want-
little
I mean,
scary to me,
I honestly-
GM. Sounds
I
a little
honestly-
scary. You don't want to trust the dice.
No. The scary thing is I don't want to way over gold the party by giving them potentially, 13,000 gold.
I'm just saying that maybe Cthulhu does the mission and the mob sticks him. Sticks is the right word? Doesn't pay him all the way. Stiffs him.
Stiff, yeah.
But it's your call. You're
Respect your answer, Jeremy.
All right.
I just want to see Cthulhu.
I got a number in my head. If you roll 95 or higher, I guess 96 or higher, so 5% chance
Okay.
on a D100, I'll let you do it by yourself for a cut of the goods.
Damn it!
42 is if I were to house rule this, I would say 42 is the best possible number. But no.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
All right.
so yeah, is that what y'all choose to go after the bandits?
Yep.
Well,
Well,
that
the
is a
one,
better option as a party, then I think so.
the one thing I would definitely
Before we
bring,
go,
guys,
can I
is-
go get the Raven?
Absolutely. You can go to Madame Muvashti and tell her that you would like to have the Raven.
Before we go anywhere, we need to see you next week on this thing.
Yeah.
It's been almost 2 hours since I hit the record button here.
Well, you have been gone for a while.
I know. We had
But,
some-
all right. Cthulhu
So
salty.
Are you gonna answer my question?
Can you go get the Raven? Yes.
No, the one I sent you.
Oh, you sent me a question?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't I thought that was a statement.
You just said
No.
question.
I should have put a question mark at the end. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
That Raven sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, yes, you'll get it. I guess it'll just be next session.
No, okay. Because I thought that's why you were offering the Raven.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean you'll
Okay.
still get that. You can have
Okay.
both.
I was
Okay.
going to ask, is
The
the
Raven-
Raven
the-
going to be his new familiar, or is it just a thing he has?
No, the
No,
Raven.
the way
the Raven is a
the Raven-
wondrous item.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't
Yeah.
count as a
Yeah,
pet. It's like summoning an animal. It goes in and out of that form.
yeah.
Can you
so,
go back over there and get me some apple pie while you're there?
So,
For 20 gold.
yeah, for
We have the same pot of
24
gold.
hours per week. All right. So it can be activated for any amount of time at once, but you can only use it for a total of 24 hours per week. This
week.
Raven becomes essentially your own animal messenger.
Yeah. But I could use it to like look down and stuff like that, right? Like I could use it to scout in the sky. Like if we're going to fight these bandits, to scout them and see where they are, to see where all of them are.
Messenger work. No, he carries a message to your allies using some type of food. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure how Animal Messenger works. I just thought it would be a fun, cool item to give you.
You got some time to look it
it's
over.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll take it, but I wanted to use him to like bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Like scout ahead of stuff. Like, is that cool?
I
can speak.
If it possibly works that way, then yes. But if it doesn't work that way, then no.
Okay.
Like if it's within the rules and I can make it, and we can make it work that way, then yes. All right, so 200.
I mean, it works like a normal Raven, right?
Yes. 265. No, it works like a animal messenger.
Okay.
That's its function. It's an animal messenger.
Take it and sell it.
Don't take it and sell it. I didn't give it to you to sell. Damn it. Sell it if you want to. It'll get you in 1900 gold.
Yes.
It is cool, like having it. I would keep it, man. It's pretty neat.
I'm just aggravating him. Hey, chunk of obsidian. How much is that for? I was just looking over this stuff.
Chunk of obsidian. I have no freaking clue. I think it's like 25 or something like that. It's not much.
Okay, well, you choose on that. What are you doing now over here?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
Your name is on the 2404 GPs, and now you're moving around.
Yes, I'm converting.
Okay. Why'd you just convert 2404 to 4?
2,400 gold into 240 platinum.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah.
What's up? Are we done? What's the word?
Yeah, we're done. We're done. You said you wanted to see you next week, so we get to see you next week.
I did need to see you next week. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, y'all have from your stupid cat.
Don't you dare.
From your Thistletop excursion, you have a total to split 3,654 gold, 9 silver, 3 copper, and converted to platinum. That is 365 platinum, 4 gold, 9 silver, 3 copper.
Okay.
So, yeah, y'all had a pretty good haul.
It's easier to understand it in terms of gold. 3,650, right? So we're looking at
3,650. Yeah.
And then the 17,500 do we have sitting in the bank right now, which will get halved.
You'll get halved. So you'll get 8,878.
Yes. Everyone knows you can do math in your head.
So the one that you just did, 365,000. That's what we found off of bodies and stuff.
That's what y'all found in the treasure hoards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that doesn't even count in the 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't count the 17.
Wow.
That's just the gold that you found.
Yeah, just straight up cash money.
Or straight up cash
That's
money.
crazy.
I figure once you got to town, you had it converted to platinum.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, 8,779. I was off by 1.
So that's in the group pot, and once we get the rest of the stuff converted to gold, we can group pot all that minus the 7,000 and split it between the 4 of us, and Krandak can take his cut and go on his way, and hopefully we'll get Musashi back.
And with that gold, I'm gonna leave it up to Josh. Like I said, with the gold and stuff that you've earned with Krandak, you can give Musashi, and I'll we don't even have to make a story excuse for it. You can just have that as Musashi. Yeah. But if you just don't think that makes sense, which I understand, if you just think that breaks your realism, then Krandak can keep it. Yeah.
See, I would say I won't mind having the money, but at the same time, it's just like, hey, I'm back from the dead. Here's my cash. I'm gonna go buy a shitload of stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
That's true, but story-wise, we could always just say, we could work out an amount to pay Krandak, because he came here on orders for the guard, and be like, here's a cut for you, have a nice life, and we can save the rest and give it to Musashi as this cut for dying on the battlefield.
I mean,
then
literally though, like we could just
that
give.
work.
kills him.
My whole point
mean,
is if
We
Krandak's
could
gonna
divide
leave,
it all by
then
5.
I mean, honestly, we
Cran-
could literally just throw Krandak 10 gold, and that would be more than he could spend his whole life. Like,
That's shitty.
Shitty.
True.
I was just gonna say, give him a good cut. Make sure him and his family's well taken care of. And
The real
I'd be
the real
happy.
treasure is the friends we made along the way, Krandak.
I'm thinking
Exactly.
if it doesn't break your realism, then I'm just gonna say that Krandak gets his cut, but Musashi has that much money too.
But I mean, what is-
goes to that much extra money?
but what does Musashi needs? He has an amazing sword.
Yeah, he has the best sword in the freaking game.
I mean, he doesn't ever have to switch swords out.
Honestly, like that sword can almost be your in-game sword. Like
No.
you won't be
Somebody
able
can
to find
sunder
a
it.
better sword until like level 14. That's true. Somebody can sunder it, and somebody will
It
try
can
to
always
sunder
be
it.
broken.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I've gotten rid of that damn dinosaur. That sword's next.
he gives us and he takes away.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna shut the recording off. It's been fun.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next week.
All right. Talk to you later, man.
Why you gotta bring up killing the dinosaur again?
Stab